And darling, I'm bleeding, and your love killing. I'll show you love. I thought that you'd believe in me, but I don't trust you.
Yo, what's up? Hey, it's your girl, Kat. Now, some of y'all are probably thinking, like, hey, Kat, like, are you a freshman? Did you just finish your freshman year? Like, what's up with you? What you doing? Well, I am a Brevard College student, as you can see on my shirt right here. I am going into my junior year, and I participated in multiple festivities at my school, so I'm very big on campus. And I know a couple years late for a video on your freshman year, but I did write down some stuff that I thought was very important for you guys to know, like coming into college and stuff like that. So I'm gonna share that with you because it's very important information, don't you think? Numero uno. Show up to class. So you always want to make sure that you're showing up to class and you're on time. It's unrealistic to always be on time, but you want to make sure that most of the time you are. Professors aren't going to care if you woke up late. Professors want to see students that are attentive and that come to class and show up and are serious about what they do. Like, I had a communications class where basically half my grade was showing up, so all I had to do was show up to class, and that's half the work done right there. So it tells you a lot about showing up. Make sure you were there, make sure you're attentive, make sure you're paying attention, make sure you pretend to take notes if you're not going to. If you are going to, then take your notes and read over them. My thing is, like, I take notes, might not ever read them again, but I take notes. And something else that, like, I like to do is record the class. It's just always good to have, and always like a nice resource, just because you can always go back and see everything that's going on and everything that happened, and then you can always re-watch it in case you don't understand something especially. So yeah, that's number one. Number two, expect to get homework on the first day. Like, I know in high school, you go through that first week and you're chilling, you don't have anything to do, like you're smooth sailing, and that second week it's like you're into it. Or like the first 3 days of school, it's like, oh, you're not doing anything, and then it's like, okay, now we're jumping into content knowledge and learning all this stuff. When you walk into that class on the first day, you get your syllabus, you get an introduction, you get hi, I would like to be called this, you get I've been working here for this long, you have an assignment due next time I see you, or they might not even tell you that you have an assignment due. You want to check your syllabus and take it like it's off. Put your heart, cross it, and you salute to that syllabus, because that is your contract your professor has made to you and you signed when you signed up for that class. So you want to make sure that you take that syllabus to heart. Number two, keep a schedule of everything you're doing. You want to make an individual schedule for everything, because specifically, so let me tell you about my sophomore year. So my sophomore year kind of went like, I was SGA vice president, I was working in admissions doing tours, I was working in Tornado Alley as a supervisor, making sure that everybody had their stuff together and everybody was coming into work, and if there wasn't somebody coming into work, then somebody was always there to take that place. I was an RA, which is a resident assistant, so I had to make sure that residents were taken care of. I ran track and cross country, so I had to make sure that I was also getting my work in there, so I was making sure that I had everything to do, and I got everything done in a timely fashion. So what I would tend to do was write everything down. So once I got my track schedule, everything was on that calendar for track. When I got my schedule for work, or made my schedule for work, all my times were written down that I needed to go into work, especially both of my jobs. If I got a schedule for SGA, all those Mondays were lined up that I needed to go into SGA. You have to be organized and you have to plan so that you know everything you have going on in that day, because if you want to add something, you know your time slots that are available, and you know if you need to let somebody know whether you're going to be able to make it or not. And you always want to be able to make it known to yourself and others that this is the plan, this is how it's going to happen, this is when you're available, and that's it. And also, I did not even mention this, but make sure you do the most important thing, which is class and free time. Plan free time for yourself, because if you don't, you won't have any. And that's a fact. Utilize all your resources. My school offers laptop checkouts in the library. So let's say I didn't have a laptop and I want to go to the library and check one out, take it back to my room. Well, I can go to the library. I can tell one of the librarians, like, hey, I need a laptop for a couple hours. Do you mind if I check one out? Check one out under my name, go back to my room, finish my work. They'll give you a specific time that it needs to be taken back by, and then you'll take it back by that time, check it back in, and yeah, you didn't even have to buy a laptop. They also have like these little study rooms upstairs and downstairs that accommodate to everybody's needs. So let's say I like to have a dimmer room when I study, then I can go to the upstairs room. I know they have dimmer lights in there. Or I like to do study groups, but I want a more private area, then I can go downstairs to one of those study rooms, and they have bigger tables where bigger groups can work and more chairs and stuff like that. So they accommodate to everybody's needs. And something else, for example, they have a test. And don't tell anybody I'm telling you about this, but there's a test. The CLEP test, CLEP, or the DSST test, is made for military students so that they can push along their education so that they graduate in a timely fashion, and they get their basic training done and their training for their military areas. You can take those tests, take advantage of them, study up, pass those tests with whatever the score is that you need to pass or whatever, and you get out of taking the classes that they offer at your school. I think that's a really cool thing. I think that that's really smart, and I honestly, if I had time, I definitely would take those tests just to move along the education process a little faster, just because it's a really good idea and it's really smart and it's a really cool resource. So if that's something that you're into, like, subscribe, and ask your librarian when you get to college. It would be really smart. I'm telling you. Number 5. Get to know your professors, faculty, and staff. Once you know them and they know you by name and face instead of by your number, you have a relationship with that professor. They know you, you know them, they don't mind you coming to them for questions that you may have, or like for help or anything of that such. We don't really have that problem, just because because of our small class sizes and how many people are usually in a classroom. Our professors usually do know us by name. However, at bigger schools, that's not always the case. When you know people and they know you, it's gonna help you in the long run. It's just like networking. You want to take advantage of all the people that think you're the most intelligent person in the world, because those people in the long run will help you get to where you want to be. Number 6. attend office hours. Please take advantage of them. Please, I don't know how much I can stress this. Go to office hours. Your professor will more than likely put their office hours in that syllabus that you get on the first day of class. Go to their office hours, whether you just want to say hi, peek in their door, what's up, if you want to sit down and have a conversation about your grade, do that. Professors rarely get students that go into their office and want to have conversations. Professors love that. Number 7, check your campus email at least once a day. You don't want to miss anything. Your campus email is like everything going on campus. Your professors will email you with like homework assignments, and if you don't check your email, then you won't get notified that you have an assignment. Because Beyonce could be coming to perform on your campus on homecoming and you won't even know because you ain't checked your email. You missed it, and you know why you missed it? It's your fault because you ain't checked your campus email. Number 8, pay a visit to the campus bookstore. I can't even begin to tell you how many opportunities I missed for discounts because I did not see the bookstore before I made decisions. I found out, oh, well, if you go to the bookstore before you buy a laptop, then they can give you a discount, and then you can take it to the counter at those places and they'll give you discounted prices because you're a college student. I could not believe what I was hearing. Oh my goodness, I could not believe what I was hearing. My feelings were so hurt. Visit the bookstore. Number 9, keep both a planner and a desk calendar. If you have a friend's birthday party, write it down on that desk calendar. If you have track practice at a specific time every day, write it down on that desk calendar or in your planner. You do not want to be surprised, because if you are surprised, you are not ready, and if you are not ready, then you are unprepared, and if you are unprepared, then that is not good, because that means that you were caught off guard and now you have to rush and try to find something to take the place of your caught off guardness. You want to make sure that everything is planned out and prepared, because you don't ever want to be caught off guard. And that's the good part about having a planner and a desk calendar. You can write it out 2 times. Number 10. Please, 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 please make time for fun. Sitting in college in your dorm room all day is not fun. DDing at a party, not fun. Have fun. Plan fun in your day. Enjoy your college experience, especially your freshman year. It's your first year. You're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna do stuff that people don't want you to do and people want you to do. But as long as you feel like it's your decision to do it, then it's fine. There's stuff you're gonna do and you're gonna regret, but at the same time, you have to have fun. And don't let anybody ruin that for you. Once again, it's Kat, and I'll see you guys next time.
Doors that open